In this video, I'm sharing a really quick hack for making better decisions, and it's called the Brain Framework. So, very aptly named, it's super simple, can help you make better decisions faster and get yourself out of any overthinking or any stuckness. So, the first thing, as you all know, I'm always big on this, start with the outcome you want in mind as a direction. So, hand on heart, whenever you have to make a decision, what is it you desire? What's a great outcome for you? And this is not to be like pursuing outcomes and worrying about whether we hit them. It's making sure we have the right direction at all times. Then we always focus on process, which is what this is going to show you. So once you have the outcome, and you can almost think about what's most important to you in this decision, then we go to the framework. So B stands for benefits. Between the options you're looking at, what are the benefits of each of them? What could go right? Would it be worth it if you got those benefits? Get really clear on what's the best case scenario here. Then we go into R for risks. What could go wrong? Can this be accepted? Is this okay if it goes wrong? And are there any tactics to minimize it in either situation? Get really clear on both benefits and risks. Once you've gone through all of that, we want to go into alternatives. Is there something perhaps you haven't thought of? Are you thinking about this in a binary manner? Are you saying it's either or when maybe two things could be true, two things could be done? Can you add that word and in? Can I do this and that? Is there something that you have yet to explore that maybe has both of these two decisions rolled into one, or these two options rolled into one? Many people don't consider the alternatives in enough detail. Then we go into I, and that is for instinct. Instinct being your gut feeling about what makes sense to you, what feels right for you as well. Our guts are responsible for who we see ourselves as. They're responsible for taking action and feeling safe. So what's your gut instinct? Literally put your hand on your gut, on your stomach, and ask it that question and see what comes up for you. Lastly, N stands for nothing. And nothing means if you do nothing, what happens? Do you need to do anything right now? Can you avoid making this decision and see if more information comes to light later? Is there any consequence of doing that? So once you go through all of those steps in this brain framework, you should have a really well-rounded idea of the different options you have, what the benefits are, the risks, any alternatives, instincts that you have about it, and what happens if you do nothing. If you still don't know what is right for you, what's aligned with you, what's the best decision for you in that moment, then what we can do is go into that extra stage. If you're still stuck, is there any secondary gain? Is there something you fear to lose with either decision, or something that you fear to face that's actually truly stopping you? And what can you do to solve that? The next bit is, what's the story you're telling yourself about either of those options that you're deciding between? Is there something that you're telling yourself that actually is more of a story in your head and it's not a fact? It's not 100% truth. Has there been counter evidence that maybe means you're making more of a big deal or making assumptions here? Really important to consider. And lastly, really powerful question. What would make either one of these decisions or choices a no-brainer for you? Is there something missing that would just completely transform this? And if so, what is that? And how can you make that more likely? Is there any steps you can take to bring that possibility to life? And that will help you move forward and make a decision with more clarity, conviction, and alignment. So, super simple model. It will take you through most decisions in life, the brain framework. And when you get stuck, remember, what's the secondary gain? What's the story you're telling yourself? What would make it a no-brainer? Give that a try and let me know how you